Good morning, Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Gonna walk out here first thing, see how much rain we got in the rain gauge. Not much at all, like not even quite a tenth of an inch. So rained a little overnight. It's been raining over the last few days. I'm trying to think. I guess Sunday night into Monday was the last significant rain we got. And then yesterday, Tuesday, I don't think it rained. Oh no, it's rained a bunch. And then tonight, I think the official statement from the weather center or whatever was strong to severe weather likely, thunderstorms, hail, high winds. So yeah, let's get ready. So we won't be cutting any hay today, but got a bunch of other stuff to do. Appreciate y'all watching. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We're gonna head down to the barn and start taking care of some animals. One cool thing I wanted to mention, you see I got a package here from agzaga.com. It's actually an American flag, a made in the USA American flag, because what's dumber than an American flag that's made somewhere not the USA? But of course they've always got the great deals on bail net wrap, all kinds of other good stuff. Right now when you buy the American flag net wrap, which we've got several rolls in here, along with at least one of the FFA wraps, yeah, actually, we may end up needing some more. We got one of the American flag net wrap. We've got American flag net wrap on the baler currently. Got the FFA, but when you buy the American flag net wrap, they send you one of those really high quality made in USA American flags. I've been thinking about it and kind of, brushed up on the flag code, as far as us properly displaying it. I think we may hang it in here on the side of the barn at some point. May work on that later on. Again, with our weather situation. Yeah, not gonna be in the hayfield like we would like to be. But anyway, getting a little late started, it seems like I always do these days. Kaylin is actually out of town. She's gonna be back home kind of midday with a little bit of a surprise, certainly in addition to the farm. So we'll be watching for that. Oh, guess I need to let the chickens out. Yep. We shut them up at night just because there's lots of varmints. Whoa! So they come spilling out of there. But need to see if we can get the horses to come up. Come on, horses! Get them fed and we'll start checking on some cattle. Well, got feed put out for the horses, but they're apparently not wanting to cooperate. They're content just to stand out there and graze. So we're gonna ride back here and check on the cows. A little update, which of course we'll give you when we get out there. We can get the calf catcher off because number 536, she did go ahead and calve on Monday. So we used the calf catcher to catch that baby, get it tagged. And then because of that, we went ahead and moved them over into the pasture on the neighbor's place yesterday. That was kind of one big thing we were waiting on, was her to calve so that she would be close enough that we could use that. But anyway, kind of our goal for today, as I was looking ahead and I'm kind of getting really ramped up and ready to get some hay cut, was like, well, I know we can't cut hay today because there's a chance of rain tonight. We'll go ahead and get the mower on the tractor. If somehow we miss this rain tonight, we would have even considered cutting hay like tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Probably would have gotten into cutting late, maybe a little after dark after I get home from work. Because there's no rain for like 4 or 5 days. But sounds like this rain tonight, and it's not going to be just rain, is just about a certainty. And so if it does that, it's going to be just too wet for us to get in the field. We maybe could get some cut by like Friday or Saturday, but then the problem is early next week there's more rain in the forecast, so we would need to cut it probably tomorrow or like early on Friday at the latest to get it dry. And I have a real job, so my regular day job at the vet clinic on Friday will keep me from doing that. So we're probably just still on a somewhat foreseeable holding pattern when it comes to cutting hay. So I say all that to say I don't know that we're going to worry about getting the disc mower on the tractor yet, because it looks like we can work on that all weekend, because it's going to be at the earliest maybe this time next week before we can even consider cutting any hay. All right, you can see the grass in this pasture is really big. We held them out of here, like I say, for a few days longer than I would have, just because it's not as easier to get over here with the tractor and use that calf catcher. Yeah, there's old 536 herself. We're not gonna get too close because we know how she can be with those new babies. Um, we're just showing the baby off for okay. All right, now there's no sense in that. All right, so she's politely telling me don't come any closer. Yeah, there's the baby. Number 428, a nice little heifer calf. Very good chance that'll be her last calf she has for us. Disposition, one factor, but two, she's had a kind of a chronic lameness develop in her right rear leg. And I mean, those Tiger Stripe Brayfords are they're tough as nails. That's one reason we love them. She manages really well with it, but you kind of take all that into consideration, along with the fact that she calved at the very tail end of calving season. So getting her bred back in a timely fashion may be an issue. So Woolly Bear, our former bottle calf here, she should be calving any day now. I know I've mentioned it in the last few videos, but she and 536 were both, on the day we pulled the bulls out, like July 10th or whatever, we're in heat. Like bulls were mounting both of them that day, and so they both got bred like last minute, bottom of the ninth, but they got it done. So, but same thing for her. She should be calving just any moment now. But getting her bred back is going to be an issue. Should be a harder one to get rid of just because, I mean, she, as a former bottle calf, you just get a little more of an attachment to them. But anyway, I've rambled on enough out here. Yeah, they should be fine on these pastures. We let them in here yesterday afternoon. I don't even think, doesn't look like they've even crossed the creek yet. Why would they? There's more grass than they could eat, in 2 weeks right here. But what I'm mentioning the bulls. So bulls, we'll be turning bulls back in probably this weekend or a week from today. Start breeding season. We do need to move a few heifers from the other farm home, at least that one, number 218, because we do want to keep her, and so we want her to get bred. We'll probably leave the ones that are already bred down there because we have so much grass everywhere right now. I've even kind of thought to myself, do we want to cut some of this pasture for hay, because we have way more than we need for pasture right now. But before I can even think about doing that, we need to get all just our hay ground cut. And I don't know when we're gonna get to do that. Looks like the horses decided to come up. So we'll put them in their stalls, let them eat a little, and then head up the road, check that other group of cows, and by the time we get back, we can turn them back out, because we're probably going to have them up tonight with the threat of that severe weather and whatnot. Come on, y'all want to eat? Come on in here. Come on in here, y'all. Oh, Pie, easy, girl. No. Get in your stall. Sadie, you get out of her stall. Well, that could have ended poorly. Chickens, y'all need to get out of there too. Chickens, well, Sadie was in there, of course. Sadie is really good about, she knows where to draw the line. Oh, hold on, Jenny. Hold on, Jenny. Jenny. Jenny's the odd equine out when it comes to a stall these days. Come on. You gotta go back out. No, you gotta go back out. I'm still gonna feed you. Yeah, we've got a 4-stall barn and 5 horses, so. But Jenny's still gonna get fed. There you go, girl. All right, shut Pie and Honey up. Did all the chickens come out of there? Okay, good. Chickens are pretty smart, relatively speaking. Well, we've ridden back here. We've got some feed put out in the bunks, but no sign of any cattle yet, which, gosh, it's 10 o'clock now. It's done gotten pretty warm. And it's just a lot later than we get down here on a typical day. So we'll see if we can put eyes on them, get a head count on everybody. Okay, here they come. So, yeah, we'll count them as they come up, and yeah, then move on to our next task. Come on, babies, come on! Woo! Things appear to be in good shape down here. Got everybody accounted for. Yeah, it's just breezy and warm now. So, yeah, we got to decide really what are we going to do with the rest of the day, because yeah, what we'd like to be doing, the weather's just not going to totally cooperate with, but we always have projects that need to be done. So back home, see I got a couple of coolers here on the back of the truck. Took some meat to my buddy Tim and his wife. We kind of swap out with them on, we cut and bale hay off their place, and I give them a little beef in exchange. So, of course, we just talked about, we got that cow tagged. I don't know, we may need the calf catcher again at some point, but not expecting to really need it again anytime super soon. So we're gonna get it off of there. Before we take the bale spear off the back, we're gonna move a few rolls of hay that are just kind of roll off down the hill there where we rolled them off the trailer. I'm gonna put that calf catcher over here somewhere, find a good spot for it, and then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the disc mower. Don't know when we'll get to use it, but might as well. That way, if we do find any issues or anything, shouldn't, a mower, we parked it right there with last cutting last year, but we'll go ahead and service it, turn it on, be sure everything's working as it should. That way, if it does need any repairs or maintenance work done, we can go ahead and take care of that before we're like ready to go straight to the field. And I thought about working on the project in the other barn, setting some of these wood posts and putting those new panels up. That's a good kind of, not that it's rainy right now, but it's a good project for a rainy day or when we can't do anything else, but I may hold off on that. I think I may go ahead and get some bigger posts than what we've got just right there to do for that too. But anyway, let's get this calf catcher off, which will just take a second. Move that hay, get the spear off, and then put the mower on. One thing for sure about the calf catcher, hooking it up and taking it off, very simple with that quick attach. So yeah, hopefully we won't need it anytime real soon. The woolly bear, we won't need it for her calf. Speaking of that, we need to check on her again here in a little while, because she ought to be calving just any moment. And I don't know, a few of those others that are on my father-in-law's, I'm trying to think, we haven't really had any of them that have been in any trouble. Most of those older Herefords are real good and calm. You never know. So, all right, we're just gonna stack these, 2, 4, 6, 7 rolls over there with that other one. We will cut this at some point too. Just this couple of acres that runs alongside our driveway, so that way they'll be out of our way for that. All right, I think we're all greased. All right, got her all hooked up, serviced. I'm gonna cut her on here and just, well, we need to trim a little anyway. Make sure everything's gonna run good, not fly apart. Fingers crossed. And yes, like Mother Nature saw us doing this, and now it's clouded back up again. But little does she know, I don't have any intentions of cutting any hay right now. All right, let's see what she does. Put her in low range. course, I obviously got the shield folded back so we can see everything. All right, looking pretty good. Well, she's mowing. I think we'll look at it, see if we need to adjust our mowing height. But I think for practical purposes, we're just waiting on the weather now. She's ready to go to the field. Yeah, it looks pretty good where it cut. Check a few more things. Need to look at the knives. We put new knives on it last year, and then I believe we turned them around pretty close before we got to the last cutting. So yeah, they could. The knives. I may even go ahead and call and get another set of knives. Not bad to have another set on hand. We're gonna need some more at some point anyway. Again, if it's gonna be another week or so before we get in the field, maybe go ahead and put a new set on there. But if all of a sudden the forecast changed and we can go to the field right now, she'll cut hay. All right. I think the height, I might adjust that just a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna get this thing folded up and put in the barn, I guess, and then be sitting on go. Of course, we get in the field, make a few rounds, we'll get off and check it. Be ready to adjust it there at first, because it's always, you know, never everything just perfect. But all right, so it is just now 12:30. Kaylin should actually be here before too long with our new surprise. I don't know. I need to put the fuel tank on the truck. Actually got about 3/4 of a tank in that tractor. Not sure how much we got in the M135 because I haven't even turned the key on it since it came back from First Choice. But yeah, if we're gonna be in the hayfield, we're gonna need more fuel at some point. Let's get the fuel tank on here, get it secured. Maybe the first time I've had the fuel tank on here since we put the toolbox. But anyway, we'll see what we can get into. Well, and there's our surprise. She got home even faster than I thought she would. Her and Archie made a road trip to the great state of Louisiana between yesterday and today. What you got? A new horse trailer. New. But what year is it? 08? Yeah, so it's not new. It's old enough to drive. But somewhat necessitated by the new mare arriving, Pie, big thoroughbred mare. Yeah, well, I'll let her show it to you. Show us, give us the grand tour.
Oh gosh.
Do all the lights work?
Yep.
Good deal. Got light switches here. Oh, yep, lights on right there. I don't know what that light switch goes to.
That one side's not working. That one's not working over there, I
Oh,
think. Oh, there it goes.
There's the interior lights.
And then the exterior.
Well, I got the exterior. I don't know what this third switch is for.
I don't know either.
May just be there for an accessory. Bush sport horses. Hey, I'm a big fan of the Bush. Bush Light most of the time.
All right, so we've got a fancy little ramp here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's barely used. They at least cleaned it out.
Exactly.
So what do they call this style of trailer?
It is a 4-star 2+1. So they call it a straight load here.
So obviously
you walk through. So you got one horse here, one horse here, and then you can walk through. And then when you walk through, there's a box stall, what they call a box stall. So a lot of times when people like go far distances, or they'll put them in a box stall, or a mare in a foal or something even.
Yeah, so it's a lot bigger for just a bigger horse. Side ramp. Good.
I was going to walk through that way. Yeah, there's a lot of
It's fancy.
doors and windows, and
You don't see a lot of these style trailers.
this is very unique, yeah.
More for like the Argentine warm blood, that kind of sort of type world. Came with the dog carrier as well, so you can haul dogs or horses.
No, that was for Archie because I didn't want him to tear up the cabin.
Okay, yeah, she stayed overnight. I see a walk-through door in the dressing room.
Yes.
That is nice. Dressing room tackle. All right.
So yeah, so this is where you can kind of walk through. So this area, once you load them, Then you can, this is considered the box stall right here, but you can walk through, you can load if you have one that doesn't back off or anything, you got issues there, but nice little, you know, hay bags and,
it's in really
so,
good shape. Like we've been told that you're buying that stage, it's running in excellent condition. 16 years old.
yeah.
But I would.
It's immaculate. I mean, like,
My initial impression is the same. Yeah.
I mean, absolutely, like, fantastic shape. Yeah, oh yeah, we got multiple keys, and it came with a hitch, I mean a gooseneck lock even, so like, which down here, that it came with a lock. No, yeah, it's in fantastic shape and couldn't have asked for any better.
Yeah, like it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned it's getting kind of hot and humid? All right, got it backed under there, adjusted on a few things. That's where I got hot. What I guess I could mention to you is we may be selling that black truck. Not entirely sure yet. So if anybody's interested, it's I don't know, 13 or 14, I can't even remember. Obviously Ford F-250, you've seen me use it a bunch if you watch the channel. 133,000 miles, something like that. Four-wheel drive, been deleted, allegedly. If anybody from the government's watching, yeah, may or may not have to have DEF to run it. But, and then also, we're definitely going to sell this horse trailer, the 2-horse CNC. I believe it's about the same year range as that one, like 06, 08, in really good shape. We don't use it much. Obviously, as you can see, it stays parked under the barn, but once we get it out of the way, get the baler out of the way, which again, who knows when I'm gonna get the bale, we'll be able to park that trailer over here, and it should fit. But anyway, yeah, if you're interested in either one of those, I don't have an exact price for you on either one of them right now. You can message me, email me. There's always my email in the comments if we don't want to have a public conversation about it. But yeah, truck's great. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's a little older. My parents are actually getting rid of a much newer, I believe theirs is a 1-ton single reel. No, it's 3/4 ton. That's what my mom's doing, is going up to a 1-ton, but just with a whole lot less miles. Not the brand I exactly want, but low mileage truck. They're gonna trade it in and we're gonna go buy it. And we'll either trade that F-250 in on it, or if somebody else can give us a little better deal on it. You know how trading in goes. Sometimes they don't give you what it's worth because they gotta make a little money. But anyway, before I was gonna put the fuel tank on the back of the truck, I had a thought. I went and cut, this is actually old conveyor belt. This is my great uncle's farm, his son, my cousin. I believe actually I know he worked at FedEx. I believe they were changing out conveyor belts. And he's like, well, don't throw it away. I'll take it home, put it in the barn. Somebody might use it one day. Here I am. That was probably at least 25 years ago, maybe longer ago than that. But maybe think about it, and I want to make a point. You know, Caitlin was kind of joking with me about all our junk, which, I mean, she was talking about like the bale unroller and whatnot. That's not junk. We use that all the time. But we do have a lot of junk. I'll admit, or you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And we do have some stuff we need to clean up around here, like the bayonet wrap and whatnot. Which, I mean, you don't ever know, that material could come in useful for something. But, you know, ladies, when you think, you know, your man, or maybe it's the other way around, but your significant other thinks you're a pack rat and you're keeping stuff and you're never gonna use that, and it's just junk and it's trash. Somebody probably gave him a hard time, like, why is he hauling that stuff off? That's just trash. What are they gonna ever do with that? Hey, that'll keep that fuel tank, you know, just from being metal on metal on the bed of this truck. You never know. Never know when, you know, trash might actually be a treasure. So stay strong. If you're a pack rat, don't give in to those around you telling you to clean up. You might need that stuff one day. Which way do I want it turned? Normally have it just like that. Little mat made out of that conveyor belt for it to ride on. I don't know. Got these boards that we put those magnets on the bottom. We can put up here primarily so that when we're hauling feed buckets and whatnot, they don't slide on that surface. Okay, I'm gonna get me a strap of some kind, secure that, and we'll be ready to go get fuel. Well, row back here to check on Woolly Bear, being as that we know she's about to calve, and she's one of the only ones I have not seen yet, so it may be happening. We're gonna ride around, see if we can find her. Usually when this happens, you find her and she's just sitting there grazing. She's just like right around the corner, but I'm thinking we might have a calf on the way. Well, now I feel like an idiot. I've spent the last 15 minutes riding all over this pasture, not being able to find her. Like, all right, she's definitely calving somewhere. She's laid up. But no, she's back here behind this big old multiflora rose bush. And yeah, definitely not in labor. It's her right there. So, all right. Well, it's only about 2:15. We'll probably check her again later on this evening. If she's gonna calve today, yeah, she'll probably wait until right when those storms hit, which I have my allergies riding right out here in this tall fescue. The seed heads out. Whew. Getting to me, and I took my antihistamine this morning. But okay, well, and I called and I did order those knives for the disc mower. I was talking to that fella, and because the dealer we bought it from, he's in our area, but he's about 80 miles away further than I want to drive, so he's gonna ship them to us. And I was like, well, no hurry, because this weather. And he's like, yeah. We were both talking about how we wished it would miss us, but I think the official rain chance is about 90%. So, hey, if my math is right, that means there's about a 10% chance we won't get much out of it, meaning we could potentially be cutting hay late tomorrow evening. Not counting on it, but we're ready to go to the field, albeit just without the new knives. Dadgum thistles. Sure, it's not the only one out here in this pasture, but that's one we won't have to deal with. But anyway, we're going to be hopefully getting in the hayfield some point. Yeah, why I would really like to get in there tomorrow evening and do it when I get home from work is because that'll give us a chance to bale it probably on Sunday, Mother's Day. Sorry, Mom, but because then I think it's going to rain. Rain chances come back in next week, and so because the other option is, well, we could cut hay this weekend and bale it a week from today, but the current forecast does not look good for that. So just to go ahead and get at least this first, and it's only about 10 or 12 acres cut. It's a good one to start on too. It's not a whole lot. It's right here next to home if we do run into trouble. But anyway, we'll see. Yes, y'all keep watching. Next video, we might be baling hay. I doubt it. I doubt we'll be doing anything with hay. Although I do know this weekend we need to move 3 or 4 of those heifers home that are open that we won't expose to the bulls. We'll be turning the bulls out this weekend. Should have at least one new calf to show you, assuming she has labor and delivery with no issues. But we appreciate y'all watching so much. I mentioned last time, check out the Talk Dirt to Me podcast on YouTube, on any of the podcast platforms this week. It'll sort of be dropping Friday morning, right after the season finale to Farmer Wants a Wife, where we interview Farmer Ty Farrell from just up the road in Sykeston, Missouri. But anyway, check that out if you like podcasts. Keep checking back in with us. We appreciate it. I'm not wearing any of my ag gear today. Repping one of the Hurricane Creek Farm shirts, which you can go to hurricanecreek.farm. Still got a few of these, I think, in most sizes, along with some of the hats. Getting a little lower on the hats. But aggearstore.com, that discount code Hurricane. I could have used one of their lightweight shirts today. It got pretty hot and sweaty. But we like to show off our shirts sometimes too. But we appreciate y'all watching. I've actually got a ribeye and a T-bone laid out for tonight. So one of each. I'll let the wife choose which one she wants. I'll eat the other. We had tacos last night, so knowing the kids, they'll probably prefer to eat leftover tacos. Doesn't matter. We're all going to be eating beef. We want y'all to do the same. Y'all eat beef and God bless.